They just can't get my nose right.
Well, Flynn Ryder, that may be because you were never actually supposed to be entangled. At least the original story. With a roster of hundreds and hundreds of characters, it might be hard to imagine that there are Disney characters that never made the big screen. But it's true. These characters could have drastically changed the plots of a lot of our favorite Disney classics. Who could have guessed that Tangled's Flynn Ryder was almost entirely replaced? Or that Ariel was actually supposed to be a dolphin friend? Definitely not us. If you're ready to head into the depths of the Disney archives and find out all about the characters that could have been, well, buckle up.
Please don't freak out.
In 2020, imagining Rapunzel without her Flynn Ryder can be borderline painful for some Disney fans, but what they might not realize is it was pretty close to becoming a reality. Instead of the dashing, brooding, but complicated criminal, Disney originally planned on having a character named Bastian to be the main love interest. While Bastian was a thief, he was orphaned as a child and despised the life he was living in order to survive. It was planned that Bastian would visit Rapunzel's tower, where he would sweep her off her feet and convince her to explore the outside world. Along with this blonde anti-hero came two other scrapped characters, his sidekicks Crowley and Griffle. Together, the three were working on a plan to dethrone the king and queen, Rapunzel's parents. Even more shocking is that Bastian's burly appearance was actually later recycled for another huge Disney character. He was used to create Frozen's Kristoff. As the story progressed, they decided that Flynn's character would be a better match, but his design actually wasn't changed until the very last second. Imagine a world where both Flynn Ryder didn't exist and Kristoff looked completely different? Yeah, we don't want it.
It's just not meant to be.
Moana's fierceness and Maui's rapping definitely brought a whole new dynamic to the world of Disney, but this film originally had an entirely different storyline. That's because Disney deleted a total of 9 different characters from this film. That's right, 9. And they were all meant to be Moana's older brothers. Reportedly, an alternate storyline included Moana going on an adventure to save her brothers. In fact, the creators gave us the inside scoop on a scene that included Moana outsailing her brothers in a race. But the brothers were scrapped after the creators decided to have Moana's ability to sail be questioned.
We lost the brothers and we wanted to make her less proficient when she was sailing.
How exactly do you think a movie with Moana's brothers would have gone? Would Hey Hey the Rooster still be involved? So many questions. Actually had a mom. That's right, Disney sketched out and developed a whole character named Xena that was meant to play Aladdin's late mother. The Aladdin creators have admitted that getting rid of Xena entirely was never part of their original plan. In fact, getting rid of her was emotional for a lot of people in the production office. Mostly because it meant that the song Proud of Your Boy would have to be scrapped. Eventually, it was decided no matter how beautiful the song, getting rid of the character altogether would be the best option for the storyline. Lucky for us, the song has since been released to the public. Reportedly, the backstory goes that Xena entrusts Aladdin with a rug to sell, but he gets into trouble and loses the rug entirely. His mother plans to sell her engagement ring in order to make ends meet. He returns the engagement ring back in the middle of the night and vows to finally make her proud of him. Ooh, BRB, currently drowning in our tears.
I mean, after all, I am your biggest fan.
With this next deleted character, the Incredibles may have finally met their match. Zarek was the original villain targeting the Incredible family in the film, but as the story progressed, the creators decided that Syndrome would be better fitting to the tale that they were trying to spin, but he was just too good to pass up. Zarek still got his moment to shine in the Incredibles comic book series, where he comes face to face with Elastigirl. While Zarek definitely seems like a threat, we're pretty sure the Incredibles would have been able to take him down.
No. Free.
Zarek wasn't the only character scrapped from the Incredibles films. Anyone who's watched the first movie knows Frozone's iconic line, "Honey, where's my super suit? Where's my super suit?" Not gonna lie, always wanted to say that on YouTube. Anyway, and while we never get to see the wife he's talking to, she's become a fan favorite. That's why for the second film, she was almost a reality. Sketches for Honey were made and everything, but in the end, the creators decided to keep her appearance up to the viewer's imagination. Her appearance in the film wouldn't have exactly changed the film's storyline, but we bet the audience would have loved a cameo.
No one's saying do this.
Now when I said that,
No one's saying be there.
Simba almost had a brother-in-law. No, we're not kidding. Me Too, a character that was sketched out and made it pretty far into the creative process, was supposed to be Nala's younger brother. Me Too existed when the film was still called King of the Jungle. Creator Linda Wolverton says, Nala has a big brother that I included so she could protect him from Scar. In the Lion King Laserdisc, he was described as a tag-along little brother who was always getting into trouble. The character was eventually scrapped, but his sketches are still out there.
You got a friend in me.
Woody and Buzz were this close to not having a friend in Jessie. Senorita Cactus came very close to completing the trio in Toy Story 2. The cactus toy was supposed to take on Jessie's role. As the story progressed, she then became an accomplice to Stinky Pete. Eventually, though, the Pixar creators decided to scrap the character altogether, but they couldn't go without leaving an Easter egg in the fourth film. She makes a cameo in the Tiki Frenzy pinball machine scene. This character would have definitely changed everything about the franchise. Bullseye wouldn't even exist.
Counting. 10, 9.
Shakes the Rattle is another forgotten character in the Toy Story series. This character made it into the movie, but their scene was ultimately deleted after the content got a little too dark for the G-rated films. In the scene, the gang is watching as Sid terrorizes yet another toy, and then, just as Buzz is about to interfere, another toy rattle interrupts and recounts the scary time Shakes was thrown by Sid into the neighboring window. All they could hear were screams. They never saw him again. Yeah, okay, that's definitely dark. We hope Shakes is okay.
Yes. Splendid. You. What?
Beauty and the Beast is a tale as old as time, but with these next 3 deleted characters, the story originally looked quite a bit different. First up is the music box. Just like the curse turned Lumiere and Cogsworth into animated objects, the music box was originally supposed to be part of Belle's companions. The idea was that she would speak in song instead of words. It's been rumored that her deletion had to do with being outshined by everyone's favorite, Chip. While she never got any lines, the creators still featured her in the background of some shots during the film.
Did you see that? It's a girl.
I know it's a girl.
The next Beauty and the Beast character would have altered Belle's character completely. In early drafts, this future princess had a younger sister named Clarice. In a deleted opening scene, Clarice can be seen running to their aunt who comes to visit. However, the creators decided to strip Belle of any other family members to really show the audience how lonely she truly was. Thanks for the angst, Disney.
Papa, what are we going to do?
We'll think of something.
Beauty and the Beast viewers almost got a peek at Belle's mother as well. What's up with Disney deleting all their motherly figures? Funnily enough, this deleted scene was also supposed to involve a music box. As a gift on her 17th birthday, Belle's mother passed down her music box to Belle. Although the scene was scrapped, little hints of her mom can be seen sprinkled across the film. She's mentioned in the film's song No Matter What, where her father compares her to her late mother, You Are Your Mother's Daughter, and in her cottage, a portrait of Belle and her mom reading can be seen hanging on the wall. We wonder what her name would have been.
Ready to know what the people know.
Thinking about Ariel as anything but her eccentric self goes against everything we know when it comes to The Little Mermaid, but originally, this red-haired mermaid was lacking her spunk. Another character, a dolphin named Beaker, was meant to be Ariel's best friend and was the one supposed to carry all of her excitement. The Little Mermaid's director John Musker opened up about the character and said, "We got a note in the early development of the script that we had too many characters, so we ended up eliminating that dolphin character and giving some of his personality to Ariel. She became as energetic as the dolphin was, and aren't we glad for that?"
Oh, look at me. Wasted away to practically nothing.
The Little Mermaid viewers were also supposed to get a pre-warning of Ursula's evilness before Ariel could even meet her. In a deleted scene, a mermaid named Harold traveled to Ursula and begged it to have strength that would impress the other mermaids. Harold quickly realized that he had been tricked when the water lilies Ursula requested in return weren't actually in season. He was turned into a polyp. His character was meant to really show the sea witch's ruthlessness so that the audience would be terrified when Ariel paid her a visit.
Or there's the March Hare in that direction.
You might think that the Cheshire Cat from Alice in Wonderland was a strange character, but wait until you hear about the puppy. Alice was meant to meet this oversized dog before the Mad Hatter and the March Hare. The Cheshire Cat was actually going to be the one to save her from the puppy by scaring it away. Big Hero 6 was an action-packed movie even without these next deleted characters, but we can't imagine how wild it would have been for Hero if these villains were also involved. The Fujitas were the most notorious female criminals in San Francisco and were part of Yama's plan to send Hero and his gang to another dimension. But the creator decided that the trio wasn't needed after Yama became more of comedic relief than an actual villain.
Check this out. Butler? Chef? Theme song guy.
Before Kuzco was his cool, slick self, the Emperor's New Groove had a completely different character. Kuzco's fiancée, Nina. Nina was planned during the early stages of development, so early that Kuzco's name was still written down as Manco. She was meant to despise the spoiled Kuzco for their loveless betrothal. There was even a duet written for the two of them called One Day She'll Love Me. It's actually kind of a jam. You've heard of Dopey, Doc, Sleepy, and Sneezy, but have you heard of Deafy? It's been reported that over 50 dwarves in Snow White were brainstormed before they settled on their favorite 7. Deafy happened to be one of them. He made it so far in the editing process that he even got his own drawing next to Doc. Supposedly, Deafy and Grumpy were meant to absolutely loathe each other. Honestly, their bickering probably would have been hilarious. This scrapped character from the Pocahontas film has a pretty sad backstory. Fans of this movie know how important Meeko and Flit were to Pocahontas, but before the creation of those wildlife friends, she was meant to have a friend in Red Feather the turkey. Unfortunately, the voice actor John Candy passed away while the film was in production. Although most of his lines were already recorded, the film was completely reworked to fit a more mature audience.
Jump at you. Bite at you. Hey, in the house.
What would the Cinderella films be without Gus and the rest of Cinderella's mice friends? Definitely not as adorable. While they were always planned to be featured in the film, 2 more companions were originally meant to be included. Clarissa the Turtle and Jabber the Crow, who were friends with her dog Bruno. They were eventually cut after it was decided that there were just too many characters. These almost characters definitely would have added an entirely different vibe to some of our favorite Disney films. But as much as it would have been cool to see Aladdin's mother or Senorita Cactus in Toy Story, we still love our classic characters just the way they are. Everything happens for a reason, right?
Buzz Lightyear, you are not worried, are you?
What was the most shocking character reveal for you? Do you think that the Disney creators should have kept any of them? Let us know in the comments section below. Don't forget to tap the subscribe button and give these Disney characters a big thumbs up if you want to see more videos just like this one from The Things. Have a magical day.